All right, so we had a small down day today. Nothing too dramatic. Yesterday was a new all-time high, so this one day doesn't change the trend, but it's a bit of a red day. Closes below yesterday's low of day. Let's see what happens. Every time gold dips, it just turns and just makes a new high. There's absolutely no change in trend, even short term. If we go down, I see 3,640 is a bit of a level, right? So this area that we were consolidating going sideways, you're not supposed to take that out too easily. I mean, it's certainly not in one day, so forget that tomorrow. But who knows if you start to go down a little bit, 2 days, you end the week there. I mean, for me, it's too early to talk about support because this is still extremely bullish. But obviously, this area, very, very strong. This also got that little gap also here. And plus, you got this ascending, like this very, very strong down here. Even big numbers, 3,500, that was breakout zone. So, I mean, that is so going to be bought by me if we get there. But yeah, gold, small down day. Silver. Not down as much as gold, but still hitting for me. I've said it right. 44 is the big resistance before the run to 50, and there's nothing after 50. So if it's going to make a stand, 50 is resistance. End of story. You're not allowed to go through that. It probably will eventually. It will eventually, but that will be resistance. And I think this is the one place you're going to have resistance other than 50. So far, so good, but not as bearish as gold. They're not bearish, but you know what I mean. If we go down, immediate support, a bit like gold. I mean, you might have something here, right? But really, it's going to be down there. That's super strong. I can't see us going below 40 in silver. I want to say ever again, but I shouldn't say that. But 40 is very hard. Like 40 is support, but I don't see us going below 40. I mean, if we do, it's just for a 5 minute pit stop at 39.8 and then back up you go. So I don't want to get too, I mean, I trimmed yesterday, so I was happy to see a bit of red, but it isn't that much. You know, it's a little 2, 3%, and that's about it. In fact, nothing was down 4%, at least from what I hold, from the gold and silver stock. So, I mean, you could just sideways break out and then silver leads the way and gold follows and gets dragged up to 4,000. I don't know what I prefer, a bit of a drop so I can buy back what I sold, or just continuation of the up. Probably up would be better. All right, let's check out the miners. GDX, bit weaker than the metals, right? So this is where you got that little, I mean, gold was lower than silver, so maybe not, but the miners were lower than the metals closing at low of day. The S&P was also dragging down the miners a little bit, you know. So here you got this small gap fill, close at low of day. GDX first level is going to be the last breakout. And then after that is going to be, well, actually, well, this is here. 67 on GDX. That must have been a level. Yes, it was. And we already retested it, so definitely a level. So first level on GDX is going to be around 70. If we keep going below that, 67. I'm not going to talk about what happens after that because I doubt we get there and it will take some time. GDXJ close at low of day. Interesting, it didn't fill the gap there. Close at low of day. So first level of support is actually just where we are here, right? Because that's your breakout, that's the gap fill. So maybe tomorrow we have an immediate just gap fill. And if we go lower, I think it's going to be around, do we have a big number? No, we don't. Okay, whatever. It's going to be around here then. And then after that, you got other levels. I'm going to clean up the chart later. I don't want to waste my time doing that now. But you can see you got two little levels. They did close at low of day. Here, whatever level this was no longer exists. It's going to be gap fill, right? Just like the other one. And then maybe down here, 20 is a big number. I'm going to make it 20. And these we can just get rid of actually. I'm going to get rid of them later. So there's your silver. But again, silver is outperforming gold, at least on the way down and on the way up. So it'll be interesting to see how far they go down if the down move continues. Another one, SIL, where there's an immediate gap fill nearby. It would have been better to fill it today and then bounce. But anyway, next level though is going to be there. This one we can delete. And we've got this ascending support coming in. So we have little support zones, but do we even go down that much? I'm not looking to buy back yet. What I sold, that's ridiculous. It's like 3, 4% in some cases. I'm looking for a bit of a bigger move. So it wouldn't be the first level, it'd be the second level if we get there. And if we just get to the first level and I don't buy it, turns around, goes back up, fine. I am absolutely fine with my sort of 96, 97% holding, core holding, just going up without me buying back. So those are the minors. The portfolio, nothing crazy. Newmont, you can see yesterday also we touched the absolute record high in Newmont, and now we had another red day, close at low of day. This one, I think this would be your. It's quite a drop compared to the GDX, but oh yeah, 80, yeah, plus it's 80. Absolutely, that's your level. After that, it's going to be just below, boom, boom. I doubt we really go below 80 on a daily close anyway. But yeah, you can see, right? It looks like a little bit more downside tomorrow, just from the way they close. Here we fill the gap. That would have been the first level. In fact, that was a level and it still is. Proved it today. Then it'll be the next one. I guess 31 is your level. Yes, it is. It's the breakout. Barrack just went vertical, so that could come down. And it would be healthy if it came down. Agnico Eagle. I mean, we've got no resistance levels, but I like to just do it quickly. What I see. First level, second level, then we'll see. Again, I don't expect these to go down that much. Maybe to the second level where I'm actually going to be ready to buy. What is that? It's about 150. That's a big number too. That's good. That's definitely a level. After that, I got Pan America. Yeah, now we can see 38 was a real level. I'm happy I trimmed that. I trimmed it twice actually. Let's see. That's quite a drop. More than 3.5% drop. Close at low of day. Open at high of day. This is not a level. It used to be maybe. This is your level, correct? 34.5. After that, we'll see. I'll be surprised if we get to 34.5, but I would welcome it. Love to buy back. Do we have another little ascending, or is it too steep to be realistic? I forget it. So yeah, 34.5. Then we'll see. This is no longer resistance. If we go back up to 38 and take it out, we're not going to just go to 40. We're going to go to the absolute all-time high, which is all the way up here, 44, definitely, quickly, and then to 50. Can't wait to buy this back. I'll just be greedy and wait another day. Then the royalties, they were a bit weaker, weren't they, the last 1 or 2 days? Not going up as much. Here we go, close up. Yeah, I think we easily visit 103 tomorrow, actually. And the next level is not necessarily there. I'll just extend the ascending, something like this. I'll probably base it on the ascending, so it'll probably be what is it? Let's see, probably go around there. Well, it's still about the same thing, 97. Okay. Franco Nevada. There you go. Boom, boom. Yeah, there's your next level. This should be support. If we drop more than that, then, then where? 200. I don't know. We'll see. I probably base it on the GDX. This is too steep and there's nothing obvious after that, besides places that are very, very far away and we're probably never going to get to. Metalla, leaving it. We are at a support zone, but it's only just reached it. So if there's a down move, we're probably going to go down to 540 or something. I'll just move this. Okay, no, that's pre-gap fill. Whatever, something like this. Okay, so it'll probably come around 540. Yeah, 540. Don't know if I'd buy that though. Now the mid tiers, I am gold. So finally we hit a level that we're retracing from. Where are we? Up here. Jesus. So high up. Okay, support. Wow, that's really steep, isn't it? Really steep stuff. So your level of support is gonna be here. And after that, not sure. Not sure. So I'll leave it. Um, or I'll base it on gold or GDX later. Equinox, first level is going to be here. That looks like it's ready to lose it. Then Maybe 950, not a big number. We will see. This looks like a zone. I'll remove it. When in doubt, remove. Let's just see if we take it out. Next, B2 gold. That definitely wants the gap fill. That'll be your obvious first level. Second will be here. Definite level. Resistance, support, and gap. Lots of mini levels. This can go. This we don't need. That's what I got for B2 gold. Would be healthy to fill this gap and then bounce. But if we're going to go lower, then it'll do more than that. Harmony. Oh my God. Such an easy sell yesterday. Didn't do it. Wants to fill the gap. Then this is not support. It used to resistance. Then we just leave it. It'll be the. I mean that isn't. No, that destroys that. Maybe the retest of the ascent. We'll see. We'll see. Harmony could drop a bit because it's made a huge move after bad news just because the sector goes down, it has to go back down again. Maybe I buy back if we go back to 15.5. Aris Mining, that one had bad news yesterday. Today did okay, given the fact the sector was down. If we go lower, that's going to be your support. That will be also support in this case. Resistance is purely $10. It has a hard time getting above that. It was sort of like it stopped rising even though the sector was moving up. So for me, $10 is definite resistance, like something I will sell into if we go back up. But if we go back up to 10, it's probably to take it out. But I'll still sell and be disciplined. SBSW. I don't really need to do this. Nah, I'm not going to do that. That gap fill is so close to $10 and prior resistance. So the whole thing is obvious. It's $10 is support. If we go lower, maybe it's probably going to be here. We've got gaps, we've got high and low of day closes, so it's probably here. It's also a big round number, $9. So it's 10, 9, and then it's just going to be this low down here. Yeah, something like that. It's not going to get there. Plus, there are gaps to fill. Forget it. Right, let's do silver stocks. I'm racing through it because I want another day because talking about support now, it could still be a bit early. We could just silver could make a new high tomorrow, and then straight away silver stocks are testing their old highs, and gold is being dragged up. And this was the low, even though we closed at low of day. But you do have some nice support zones nearby, and you got gap fills that look inevitable, so I might as well cover it. And I seem to be doing okay with a bit of speed here. This is no longer resistance. Your new resistance is your high. Give it some space. Boom, boom. And this area, not this one. Yeah, that'll do. And then you've probably got an ascending that's providing support to. Yeah, that used to be, but now it will probably be about there. Worst case scenario. That's your first majestic. Didn't even realize what I was covering, which is good. It's very neutral. Absolutely love first majestic. One of the ones that I hardly trimmed at all because I think it's got so much more room to run compared to the others. So this one I would probably buy if we went into the gap, and I'd definitely buy more there. Under 10, absolutely. Fortuna, don't like the company. The stock is okay, of course. Got to go up here. It will eventually. Uh, this one's a bit harder to call. Um, well, I'm not sure how much lower it'll go. No, don't know. Don't know. This one, not too sure. It's harder to read. I feel like this would be a one level. Then immediately below would be another level. And then maybe, yeah, about there, yeah. I'd probably base it on a silver and G and SILJ or something instead, but I would probably buy back if it enters some of those zones. What are we looking at now? We're looking at CDE. Absolute champion. Made a new high today. I didn't even notice that. 1849. Closed at low of day. First level of we're kind of there. Um, hmm. Well, I'm not going to buy back up 17. That seems a bit too high, even though it's my favorite. There are probably some others that are better to buy than buying CD all the way up there. Here, I've got my first level of support, I think. After that, less obvious. I'd base on silver maybe. This is super steep. Not gonna do it. It's just too steep for me to take it seriously. All right, there's my first level. It's not gonna get there tomorrow. That's too much of a move. Yeah, 10%. Forget about it. You need silver to lose its trend almost. Um, but I just refuse to buy so close to the absolute highs. So I'll leave this as it is and reevaluate later with silver and silj. Heckler, lower high, definitely more likely to go down to its last low. It might not even make a lower low, but it's going to visit it. 1040, there's your first level. After that, absolutely the pre-gap. After that, the post-gap. I doubt we get even there. And then after that, we can just remove and wait and see. There's your first, there's your second, there's your third, and that's all you need. Might regret that. EXK, last, I know, last of the mid-tier silvers. Yeah, I mean, if you look at some of these, I'm only going to do it now for this one, EXK, but from the absolute high to today's low or close, it's 10%. Interesting. Yes, the pre-gap here is a level. First of all, this is now here. Pre-gap is a level, post-gap is a level, and after that, you've got loads of support. I mean, this is kind of a zone. $6. It used to be resistance. Plus, you've got the ascending nearby. That'll be a big support zone, whether it's here or there for sure. But we won't get there. We're just going to probably get to the this zone, and who knows, maybe fill the gap. Right, let's look at the. Oh, I bought a new junior today, didn't I? What's the name? I don't even remember the name. Aftermath coming down a little bit on a bit of a level, right? Like this is a level. Look how many times we've hit it. What is it? 60, let's say 67. One, two, three, four. And here five, we kind of took it out, hesitated, and then breached. And now we're retesting. This is a level. It's sorry, let me do the Canadian ticket because I own this one at 93, horrible buy, which is pretty much where it went to today. Um, but I'm not gonna buy where, let's see, if silver starts to move down, then this one will come all the way down to 79. That's probably where I'll start buying, something like that. But yeah, we're kind of almost at a zone here, kind of touching a bit of resistance, acting as support. Then we go down there, and I'm not gonna do any other ascent. I don't want to overdo it here for this one. It's not going to go all the way down there, is it? That, and you've probably got that, something like that. And then you've also got the horizontal here. Then you're done. But I'm overdoing it. It's probably not going to come down to 80, so maybe a waste of time. Right, Juato, whatever it's called. I mean, that had an up day when it should have been down. This one is just probably gonna keep going sideways up to catch up with where it should be given where silver's price is because it should probably be around 70 just because of where silver is. If I understood the whole thesis behind this one, where it's extremely sensitive to silver price, or it should be, and I think it's got a lot of catching up to do. So this one, support resistance, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, you've got this kind of resistance zone, right? You can see over the many months, whether it's here or there. And that's why I did a bit of an average here. When we took it out and then bam, we really went. Then you got this long-term descending. I would use the stronger one to be extra conservative. If we come back down to anything like here, we just rebuy, but it's not going to do that. So I'll leave that as it is. Then you have Aya, gold and silver. I keep forgetting that one. This one's fine. This one I need to buy back actually. This one I Interesting. Who knows? It could even go down to there because we've already closed not just low of day, but below price resistance. So we could get lucky and get it down to 1420 if gold and silver start to tumble, where we've got this little gap fill, buy before, buy after, and then this absolute low down here. We will never go that far down, but if we do, I'll be buying. I think these are all the levels you need. Simple horizontals and one ascending. Basically, that's it. That's for me everything. Perfect. I'll give it another day. Yes, and finally the new mine. What is that called? KTN. What is that? Some ridiculous name. Utene KTN. Jesus. What's this? This one. Yeah. Where did I buy that? I'm down on that, right? Yeah. 1.78. Okay. Yeah, well, whatever. It's very small stuff. It's junior. When it's junior, it's very small. But I plan to get like a few, I don't know, 10 or something. But some of them will be worth more than the others. This is kind of resistance. Yes, it is. So we could go down there. We go down to 155. You know, that would probably be worth a little ad. And we got this. And this is why I took it. It's just, it's on nowhere near as high as its last peaks. So, yeah, a late chase, a stock that hasn't really run up yet. So I'm chasing that one. So for me, that's it. They've come down a tiny bit. Nothing special. Silver looks okay. Actually, now that I think about it, silver, could easily tomorrow just decide to run up. Look at this daily, right? Yes, 44 so far is resistance. I'm quite happy to have identified it, but you could easily just go up and then you're closing above 44.5. Can you imagine that? Straight away, it's like a run to 50. Forget anything about selling. It's just about buying back now, chasing, which I'm not going to do. But point is, it is not bearish at all. It's just proven that it's a little resistant so far. Gold is underperforming silver, but not by much. This is just one day. But the miners did close a low day. But still, 2, 3%, maybe 1, 4% is nothing. So I'm happy and I'm just waiting. We go up, I'm happy. We go down, I'm happy. But I'm always happier making money, to be honest. So I prefer to go up. All right, good luck. Let's see what happens tomorrow.